Hey, I'm John Cena. Smash the like button if you think that it's comical that CM Punk fans think Jack Perry got famous off of CM Punk's name, but to tend to forget that Punk also got famous off of my name as well. How ironic is that?
Now this is a very random video that I did not know I was going to make this year. Now, let's talk about all of CM Punk's rivals, right? The same people that think that, oh, they use CM Punk's name for clout, saying the only reason those guys are relevant was because of the CM Punk rub. Okay, here is the huge irony of that comment. I think that Drew Mack, Adam Page, and Jack Perry, those men that I just named, they are having the best run of their careers. And those three guys don't like CM Punk. Now, it is huge irony. CM Punk will always be linked with Jack Perry, Drew Mack, and Adam Page. But the huge irony is those three men are having the best run of their lives, and CM Punk is not. That's called payback. That's called karma. Every time people bring up Jack Perry, they always bring up CM Punk. They always say, oh, Jack Perry, his gimmick is CM Punk. His whole entire gimmick is being linked with CM Punk. Okay, who gives a fuck? Who gives two shits? Hold on, you are big hypocrites. Listen, the only reason CM Punk has been relevant for the past 10 years was because of that goddamn pipe bomb. So you can make the argument that CM Punk, he has always clinged on to his pipe bomb fame. So what the fuck is the goddamn difference? Like people always say, it's mostly the hardcore Jim Cornette fans. It's mostly that base who hate Jack Perry, who always calls him out his name. I'm like, bitch, he's the most relevant guy on Dynamite next to Adam Page, and that is a stone cold motherfucking fact. But to say that, oh, the only reason Jack Perry is relevant is because of CM Punk, okay, you can make that same argument with Drew McIntyre, fucking Adam Page, the Bucks, etc. Hell, John Cena. Hell, even CM Punk said it in a promo, I think last month. He said, you can't talk about the history of John Cena without talking about CM Punk. So what the fuck is the difference? You can make that same argument with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. You can't talk about Shawn Michaels without bringing up Bret Hart. So what is the difference between Jack Perry being linked with CM Punk and you saying, oh, that's the only reason he's relevant? Okay, who gives a fuck? So now let's talk about Adam Page, who is having a better year than CM Punk. That's called payback. That's called karma, right? These men are victims of the CM Punk fandom in terms of, you always say those guys are relevant because of CM Punk. But how come those three men are more over right now than CM Punk? How come those guys are on a hot run better than CM Punk? Jack Perry is the most entertaining man on Dynamite right now, next to Adam Page. You can make the argument that the only reason Triple H was a goddamn star was because he was linked with Shawn Michaels. He was linked with Rocky Maivia. He was linked with Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's an old saying, Triple H, he always worked with the guy who made the money, right? Triple H will always be known as that guy, the guy who wrestles the man who draws the house. Nigga, that's called wrestling. Who cares if I use your name to get myself over? Who cares? This is pro wrestling. Nobody cares. But to say that Jack Perry, his whole entire gimmick is being linked with CM Punk, no. His whole entire gimmick is being thrown under the bus by Tony Khan. That's his gimmick. Tony Khan, man, blamed him for getting CM Punk fired, which means, yes, in hindsight, he was the scapegoat. So how is he using CM Punk's name for fame when he never says his name? How? His fame came from Tony Khan. Everybody knows Tony Khan threw Jack Perry under the goddamn bus and punished him for getting CM Punk fired, even though Jack Perry had nothing to do with it. CM Punk got himself fired. Let's talk about Drew Mack. Drew Mack is on a run of a lifetime. He is the face of Raw. Raw is built around him. Without him being a Raw champion, this man has won the fucking briefcase. He's been a Raw champion. He beat Seth freaking Rollins. And most importantly, he is involved in the most important storyline on Raw and in the whole entire company, being linked with CM Junk. But I think Drew Mac has carried CM Junk. Yes. Okay. Who has wrestled more matches this year? I'll wait. Is it CM Junk or Drew Mac? Imagine a guy that never wrestles. You are saying that Drew Mac has used his fame to get over? How? When Drew Mac is the one who wrestles more than CM Junk. CM Junk is a part-timer. He rarely fucking wrestles. So, to my knowledge, Drew Mac has carried CM Junk all year long. So you can't say Drew Mac has piggybacked off of CM Junk. No, you can't say that, right? CM Junk does not show up every week, which means Drew Mac has to cut promo after promo after promo to make you care about this feud. So by that logic, by that fact, that is a fact, CM Junk is not on these shows, but Drew McIntyre is. See, I will compare this to Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, where Cody had to carry that feud because Cody was full-time. Roman was no time, right? Which means Cody had to carry that goddamn feud before WrestleMania. Same thing with Drew McIntyre. He's on the show every week, cutting promos, trying to get heat because CM Junk was at home. And yet, this was the hottest feud of 2024. So one guy is full-time and the other guy is no time. So who is the most important piece of this feud? Who? CM Junk, a man who's at home with his dumbass dog? Or Drew McIntyre, a workhorse, a guy who shows up every week cutting promos, trying to get heat, trying to make you care. And guess what? That shit worked because of Drew Mac. Drew Mac is the only reason you care about this feud. That's facts. So these men that I just mentioned, the three men that CM Junk does not like, these men that he has heat with, these men are having better years than him. That's called karma. That's called payback. All these months, you fucking CM Junk marks always try to hate on Jack Perry by saying his whole entire act is based on CM Junk. No, it is not. It's the opposite. This man has gotten over without CM Junk. This is about him and Tony Khan Man. Tony Khan Man is the reason Jack Perry actually got over after coming back. So let's talk more about Adam Page. Remember that comment? CM Junk called this man a empty-headed dumb fuck, right? Remember? Now, I will say this. Adam Page was wrong that he ambushed CM Junk in that promo, but he has bounced back. He has bounced back like Drew McIntyre. That's the funny part. I think Adam Page is the Drew Mac of all elite wrestling. That's crazy. Two men that CM Junk does not like. Two men that will always be linked with CM Junk. Now, look at Adam Page. I think Adam Page will be a world champion. I don't know when, but that man should be a two-time world champion. This is the Adam Page that I always wanted to see. It's like Adam Page is on a hot streak, just like fucking Drew McIntyre, in terms of how is Adam Page the bad guy? How is Adam Page the bad guy? Swerve Scott, he is the bad guy. Because, bro, you broke into my house and you walked into my child's bedroom. How am I the bad guy? If anything, Adam Hangman Page is trying to stand up for his family. He's trying to protect his family. He's trying to stand up for the honor of his family. Fucking Swerve Scott admitted that he stalked Adam Page at his damn house. He told him to his face that he watched him and his fucking wife go to the hospital. His pregnant wife. So who's the bad guy and who's the good guy? Like, listen, if you were to do that to me, like you broke into my house, you walked into my child's bedroom, and you stared at my child, I'm like, what were you going to do, right? So if you were Adam Page, how are you the bad guy? Like, I don't get this. Adam Page burning down Swerve Scott's house, that was justified. Swerve Scott having his house burned down, that was justified. That dude earned it. That dude had it coming. That was payback. So to me, I think Adam Page is the good guy. Like I said, he is a poor man's Stone Cold Steve Austin. And yes, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. He is a poor man's Stone Cold Steve Austin, because I don't view him as a bad guy. I view him as Black Adam. That's how I see it. I see Adam Page as Black Adam. He's a guy who does good things, but he does it in his own way. Like, I saw Dynamite, and man, I loved the confrontation between Adam Page and Jeff Jarrett. Listen, Adam Page is the hottest man in the company right now as we speak. Him and Jack Perry. Two men that will always be linked with CM Junk. And guess what? Those guys got over without CM Junk. Those two men, they got over without even saying CM Junk's name. When was the last time those two men actually brought up the name CM Junk? That's you fans. You fans do it, but they don't. To me, Jack Perry has gotten over without CM Junk. Same as Adam Page. It's like, I don't get you people, right? You want to bring up CM Junk every time you say the name Jack Perry, right? Okay, you can do that with Randy Orton. He calls himself the Legend Killer. He got famous by attacking legends who got bigger names. So in hindsight, Randy Orton got famous off of other men's names. So what is the difference, right? Same as Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan got famous by body slamming Andre. It's like, listen, it goes hand in hand. Who cares if I got famous by having a feud with this man? Like, who gives a fuck? That's wrestling. It's like, it takes two to motherfucking tango. This goes both ways in terms of, is CM Junk relevant because of Jack Perry? How about that? You don't talk about that. Is he relevant because of the Young Bucks? How come people always want to lean towards one side? Everything don't revolve around CM Junk. That's facts. Like, to say that the Bucks, fucking Jack Perry, they always use CM Junk's name. How? They never say his name. So how can you say those men are relevant because of CM Junk? No, this shit goes both ways. At the end of the motherfucking day, those men are on TV, so you don't know who is getting the rub from who. Because the only reason CM Junk is relevant is because of Jack Perry. Every time people see CM Junk, they always remember the backstage incident with him and Jack Perry. So how come Jack Perry gets all the blame and the heat for that, when CM Junk was the one who put this man in a goddamn headlock? So how? Like I said, I think CM Junk is relevant because of Jack Perry and the goddamn Bucks and Con Man. That's why. That's why CM Junk became polarizing the moment he came back to the World Wrestling Federation. So you want to say Jack Perry is using the CM Junk fame? Nah, bitch, it goes both ways. I think CM Junk is also using the Jack Perry fame to his advantage. Let's talk about that viral picture with Drew Mack and Jack Perry. Why did that photo go viral? Because Jack Perry is over. Drew Mack is over. So you can't say that Jack Perry is using CM Junk's fame. How? CM Junk don't wrestle in All Elite Wrestling. Those guys have zero to do with one another. So do not disrespect the hard work that Jack Perry has fucking put in. Out of all the pillars, out of all the 4 pillars, he is the only man that has evolved. And here's why. Let's compare Jungle Boy to Jack Perry. Jungle Boy used to do flips, dives, and kicks, but not anymore. Jack Perry is a grounded wrestler. He does no dives, he does no flips, which means he has evolved. It means he has a safe style. This man turned heel and he changed his whole character, his gimmick, and he changed his in-ring style. But nobody talks about that. Max, Darby, Sammy G, those men have not evolved their styles in the ring, but Jack Perry has. Jack don't do flips. He don't do dives and kicks, right? He changed his in-ring style, which means he has evolved. You can make the argument he might be the best pillar. Right now, he is the best pillar. He is the most improved pillar. He is what I've been talking about. The moment he changed up his character, he changed everything about himself. Jack Perry, he went from a flippy dippy guy to a fucking brawler. You gotta put some respect on his name. Just like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold had to change up his in-ring style. Same as Rocky Maivia. Same as Triple H. Same as Taker. Same as John Cena. All the greats, eventually they change up their in-ring style to adapt and evolve. That's what Jack Perry has done. Now, let's get back on Adam Hangman Page. I think he should be a world champion. I don't know when, I don't know how, but he should be a world champion. I love this gimmick because he's no longer a damn cowboy. He is no longer a drunk. He is no longer that try-hard cowboy. He gives 2 shits. To me, Adam Page, he looks like a man who is fed up with bullshit. That's how I see him. He is a man who is fed up with the bullshit. He don't care about nobody else but his family. I like that. He is no longer that cringe, try-hard cowboy. It just feels like he is being himself. He is a man on a mission. It's like he is very, very grumpy. He is a pissed off, mean guy. I like it. He reminds me of fucking Bradshaw. That's who he is. He reminds me of Bradshaw. Bradshaw and Drew McIntyre. I'm not talking about JBL. I'm talking about Bradshaw from the APA. That Bradshaw. That's who Adam Page reminds me of. He has the story arc of a Drew Mac, but overall, he reminds me of Bradshaw mixed in with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I like this version of Adam Page, man. This Adam Page, I'm telling you, Triple H would sign this Adam Page. This is the Adam Page that the World Wrestling Federation would sign up. That's how much this man has improved. He looks like a Raw superstar. He looks like a SmackDown superstar. He is on a run of a lifetime. He is a top guy. Adam Page is a top guy right now, and he is my favorite wrestler in all elite fake pro wrestling, next to Jack Perry. Why? Those men have evolved. They have changed up their characters, changed up their gimmicks. Those men have adapted. That's what I mean. Those men have improved. That's what I look for. Don't be stagnant. Don't be stale. Be different. Don't go years and years and years trying to be the same guy. Don't be Max. Don't go from, oh, you want to go back to your year 1 gimmick. No, man, that's lazy. Max is lazy. I love what Adam Page and Jack is doing because those guys will forever be linked with CM Junk, and this year, they are having a better year than CM Junk. And add in Drew Mac. Now, who do I think is the best heel in all elite fake pro wrestling? Like I said, it's Jack Perry. Look at his matches. Look at his matches. This dude acts like a heel in every match. He gets heat. He gets crowd heat. He puts his opponents over. That's the job of the heel. Make the face look good. But every match he's in, man, he acts like a heel. I'm telling you, it's night and day. Watch a Jungle Boy match and watch a Jack Perry match. It's night and day. That's how it should be. I don't think Jack Perry will be over if he still had the same Jungle Boy style. I don't know who is his trainer, who is his mentor, because somebody has taught him a lot on how to be a professional wrestler, because the Jungle Boy Jack Perry and the Scapegoat are two different wrestlers, man. Go back and watch his matches as Jungle Boy. Two different guys. That's how it should be, man. I think Jack Perry is the dirty ass Dominic of all elite wrestling. Tell me I'm lying. Jack Perry is the dirty ass Dominic of all elite wrestling. I see it. Both guys got crazy crowd heat. The crowd don't like Jack Perry because they are CM Junk dick suckers. Same as the crowd in the World Wrestling Federation. Look, the crowd hates dirty ass Dominic because they love his stepfather, Rey Mysterio. Same thing with CM Junk and Jack Perry. They hate Jack Perry because they love CM Junk. That's what I mean. Jack Perry is the dirty ass Dominic of all elite fake pro wrestling.